Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my crafting corner. This is Crafting with Lucretia. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. It's a spring, sunshiny day out there. Y'all, can you believe Easter's tomorrow? Not only is this day flying away because it's like afternoon, the year is flying away because it's already almost April. I think, tomorrow will be April? Let me check my calendar real quick. Hang on. I think tomorrow, the next day is, we're already, the year is already flying by, okay? Come on. The year needs to stop. So let's see. Today is March the 29th. So Monday is the 1st. Are we on? Yeah, we're on Friday. Oh my god, I thought we were on Saturday. Here I am trying to rush the year by. Okay, well, this is a whipping chat, so go raid the soda fridge. I just restocked it. There's fresh sodas in there. There's a little bit of coffee left. There's water. There's root beer. I think there's some tea in the fridge. I'm not for sure. The tea monster is very thirsty. So, what am I working on? I am still working on my picture for the Regathon over there by Art and Soul. And it is, see if I can find my little Cliff Note picture. It is the little Care Bear one. I mean, it's not the Care Bear, but it's the I'm a Survivor bear. And I don't know where my little thingy is for it at the moment. But yeah, it's the I'm a Survivor bear. So that is what I'm working on. My pen that I'm using is, where did I get this? Oh yes, this is the new one from O'Brien Pen Turning. I ordered one back. It took a while for this one to be made, obviously, because I had it made in February and it was, Valentine's Day colors, and I guess they were a little bit behind, but that's alright. It's a great little pen. It's very light. I love this pen. I already put me a multiplacer on the other end of it. So, yeah, that's what my pen is. Let's see, my tray is from Diamond Drill Tray, and the drills are from the deal, and my cover minders are from, let's see, where are these? One is from Bee's Corner, and the other two are from Crafts with Crashly, so they have Mrs. Coffee's "Oh for Fox's Sake" on them. Because it's been a "Oh for Fox's Sake" week here. So that's the cover release paper I'll be using. It's been a hectic week trying to get in here and do some diamond painting, henceforth why I'm kind of behind on everything. I don't think I'm going to finish this one by middle of April, but we shall see. I don't know. Someone sent some help to do it. I don't know. So, what are you doing? Are you doing anything for an event? Do you do events? Do you just diamond paint? There is a couple. I kind of got in trouble for my last order, and yeah, so I'm gonna have to go on a no buy. Hubby is like, you're not getting any more diamond painting. You have enough. You have a huge stash. You have wax. You have putty. You have pins. You have everything you need. I'm like, okay. So I guess I stashed money back for a couple months, huh? Yeah, okay. Which is fine. It's fine. I need to pay for my car. I get it. I get it. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. So wish me luck on my no buy. I'm gonna need it. Especially with him always looking at the, oh, DAC's over there having a sale. Quincy, you said I was on a no buy. No buy means I can't get. Therefore, don't be sending me pictures of cute pictures. He's always at work checking his email. And of course, you know how DAC sends their emails out. We're having this kind of sale. We're having that kind of sale. Oh, this just dropped. Kits just dropped. This, you know how it is. Yeah. I told Quincy, I was like, you're going to have to disable. What symbol am I doing? Why? Okay, why? I had to stop and think. I was like, you're going to have to disable DC for a little bit because, I can't take you. I can halfway ignore my phone when it goes off, but when he's over there dinging that, oh, they have a cute picture. Oh, you need this picture. Hey, this one just came back in restock. Do you have this one? And chances are I probably do. He looked at one. He sent me one of a cute the Cavalier Spaniel with the book sitting on the books. He's like, do you have this one? You need this one. It just came back in stock. I'm like, yeah, I've got that one. I'm not sure where it's at, but I have it. And I'm like, y'all. Quincy, just stop, hubby, just stop. Anyone else have a hubby? I mean, really he doesn't mind if I get stuff as long as the bills are paid, which is good because I take it out of my money every month. I give myself a little bit of an allowance, if you will, and I either purchase coloring stuff or crafty stuff like diamond paintings, accessories, or kits, or coloring stuff, or here lately I've got like 3 kits. I've got cross stitch stuff. I've got needle minders. Y'all, I've been listening to too much YouTube and too much Twitch. You want to know why? Because a couple of the people have been enabling me, and they're like, "Oh, you should try this craft. Oh, you should try that craft." Yeah. Although I'm doing pretty good at my cross stitch. I've been enjoying that of a night whenever Quincy's in there watching TV and I don't really care for it. I can pick that up and it's quiet, and I don't have to leave the room. I can sit there and turn my little light on and do some cross stitch. So, there's that. That's a good thing. I'm working on my owl. It's very slow. But it's coming. All I'm gonna say, it's coming. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like at the end of it. Okay. All I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna promise what it looks like. Hopefully, it looks like in hell. Oh. Anyway. So I got 3 more kits in today, and I need to do this whip and chat. Kind of gear you up for what I'm doing for April. So this is April's whip and chat, monthly plans, yada yada video. Okay, it's the yada yada video, and the month going by. So what do I have plans? Let me get my notes here. Let's see, I hope those are the notes. Okay, so I also need to do a Dreamer Designs review. I did get my Rainbow Bright picture done. I need to review that one, do a overview of it. In my last whip and chat, I did mention that my car was having issues, okay? Yes, let's talk about the car for a little bit. So, last I left you all, I was, I think, getting my car home from the tow truck or the shop or whatnot. They thought it was the starter, and it wasn't the starter, it was the transmission, and we did all this work to it, and it turned out to be the transmission, which is a huge fix. It was like a $6,000 bill. There's no way I can afford that. And, there's very, very low chance of me saving up $6,000 in a short period of time to get my transmission fixed. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just, bring my car back home and salvage it. So called up the salvage yard in a nearby city, and they agreed to come get it, bring me a check, and haul it away for me. So my little red cart is gone. Don't worry, I can still get out and get about because I have a new car. Well, I mean, it's not a new car. It's a newer to me car. It's a couple years newer than my red one. My red one was a 2014. My new one is a 2017. So it's a couple years newer with a new transmission, under warranty transmission. Still has some factory warranty on the car itself. I think I have about 2 years left on it, depending on how much I drive it, which I just drive it around town and up to the dog park and to the grocery store. All my stuff is little putsy stuff around town, so it doesn't cost that much to run it around town, to go to the doctors, yada yada. Now, if I go to the big city, then yeah, the gas would creep in, but I don't go to the big city by myself, so I'm good in that aspect. Boy, this needs some more sticky. Hang on. Let me reach across here and get me some wax here. Not wax, putty. I just happened to grab this one. This one is from Putty Crocker's Haunted Sugar Citrus. It's the Halloween edition. You can still get these. I mean, you can't get the scent, but she is firing up, I think, tonight. She's doing a drop. So go over to Putty Crocker's Boutique on Facebook and look for a wax drop. I think it's Friday night. Pretty sure it was Friday night. So yeah, I'm not going to be getting anything. And this one smells kind of like some grapefruit. I don't really care for grapefruit. Oh, I really don't care for that grapefruit. Okay, but we're gonna use the wax, the putty anyway, because that's what I grabbed. So, anyway, hubby is trying to get into diamond painting. His working. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Back to the car. So I did get a different car. It's another Escape. Went to my friend's. I follow him on Facebook, and he is in a nearby city, and he posted on this pretty blue Escape. Okay, yes, I know. I went back and got another Escape. Everyone's asking me, why would you get another Escape when the other one left you on the side of the road? Well, yeah. I like it. I like how they're laid out. I like how roomy they are for me. And for me and my dog, it really, it really works great. There's enough room for him in the back seat. I can haul groceries in it. Hubby's not in it that much. He has his truck. So, I get that why Quincy is, and we're still paying on the truck. So we've got 2 car payments now. I know. I was trying to save money, and I kind of jumped the gun, and he's like, we could have saved and fixed yours. I was like, yeah, but I've been without a car for who knows how long with you. And that's just not feasible because you're working all these crazy hours. I never know when he's going to be home. I gave up fixing supper, fixing a meal, because he is never home. Yesterday he went in to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? He was still not home by 8 o'clock at night. I got hungry a couple times between then. It's a good thing I know how to cook, or man, I'd starve. All I'm gonna say. And so, anyway, he was needing a car part, and I told him, I was like, hey, send me the information on the car part. I will forward it to the store and go pick it up. And so I did. I had to go to another city, nearby city. I'm in a very rural Missouri town. So everything, pretty much, you have to go to another city to do it in. So I did. I packed up my little car, and I mean, it wasn't like I'm going to the big city or anything, but it was like, I don't know, maybe a 30-minute drive, which wasn't bad. I can handle a 30-minute drive. What I couldn't handle was the size of this car tool that he wanted and ordered, and I had to go pick it up, and it was like about 40 pounds. Whew, that, I had to have help getting it out of the store and into my car. I was like, yeah, they offered me. I got up there at the checkout counter, and I'm somehow managed to get it in the shopping basket, right? I went up there and I was like, hey, it's, didn't realize that he had already ordered it. I thought I had to go pick it up off the shelf, and he would send me what it was supposed to look like, and this was the product he wanted, right? How you always send your hubby shopping with a shopping list with pictures. Well, that's what he did with me. He sent me the picture. He sent me had the item number and this, that, and the other, all the information. So I went over to the counter, and stupidly I went back there where I knew what it was and what it looked like, and so I went back and got it, and struggled with a bit, and the guy came over. He's like, ma'am, do you need some help with this? I was like, yeah, could you put it in the cart? And he's like, yeah, I can put it in the cart. And I was like, I'm wanting to buy it, so just, hop it on up here and let me pay for it. And if you'd be so kind as to help me put it in the car, that would be awesome, because it's kind of heavy. This part was like a 35-pound part, okay? It was heavy. I was having issues. I don't lift that much at all, so I was having issues. But anyway, this nice young man, he helped me get it in the cart. He took the cart up there to the cash counter. I dug out my membership card and gave him all the pay information, the swipe card. You know how to check out stuff. So did that part. He took it out to my car for me and loaded it up in my car. And I got it home, and Quincy had texted me, and I was still in the parking lot at the store. And he was like, hey, what are you doing? Are you over here at such place getting what I asked you for? I was like, yes, I'm over here getting it now. The guy just put it in the car. You are getting it back out of the car because I cannot lift it. I had to help getting it in the car, so I'm not about to lift it back out. You're going to have to get it out of my car. Guess where it's still at? Yeah, back of my car. Oh well. When he needs it, he'll get it out. And when he needs it, I'll have him get out that big bag of dog food too. Okay, that's back there. Yeah, Dollar General was. I went into Dollar General here in town, and they were having a sale on dog food, and I just needed. Really, I'd only need like a 15-pound bag of dog food, but the bag that I usually get was the same price as I think the 20-pound bag it was. And so I went ahead and got the 20-pound bag, so it was the same price. So I was like, yeah, I had a little bit of trouble getting that in the car too. Yeah, but I managed. And I got it in the car, and now Quincy can get it out whenever he gets around to getting out the other car part. Right? Yes. So anyway, there's that. That's what's been going on in that aspect. It's not quite farmers market season. That opens up in May for here. Oh, I think every year it's later and later. So that doesn't open till like May. I'm not growing a garden. I have realized I'm just not able to grow a garden. My library book buddy, she was like, "Oh, I'm having this gardener come by and she was telling the book people about the events for this month at the library. And she's like, "Oh, I'm having the gardener lady come back and talk to us about spring flowers." And I'm like, and she's like, "Lucy, you should come." I'm like, and she's like, "Why not?" I was like, "Everything I got from that lady died. I don't want to get another pretty plant." Y'all, I'm bad with plants, okay? You know how some people say they have the green thumb? I've got the black thumb of death, okay? I promise you. It's a plant killing thumb. May not look like it, but it's a plant killing thumb. And so I told her, I was like, no, I'm not planting any more flowers. Just not planting any more flowers. I've tried doing flowering, I've tried doing gardening. It's just not for me. I'd rather just sit here and diamond paint and do my little crafty things. So yeah, back to the crafting channel. How many of you watched the coloring book stash that I put on a couple days ago? Did anyone enjoy that? I hope so. It's always fun to put up new different things that I've found along the way. Some things you may not be interested in. Some things people may be. It didn't get a whole lot of views, I don't think, but hey, it's something different. It's crafty. It's something different. Anyone see any more Y's? There's another Y. Why? Oh, goodness. Let me get these Y's done. And so, yeah, that's what projects am I going to be doing for April? Really, I'm going to be working on finishing this one. The contest or paint-a-thon or whatever they call it, diamond paint-a-thon, runs out in the middle of April. So I still have time to finish it. But I've been so slow going and life keeps interfering. It's been difficult. So yeah, it's been challenging to try to find time to work on it. I've also been dog sitting a couple days, well, 2 or 3 days last week, or the week before last, one of them 2 weeks. I had to go dog sit my friend's Chihuahuas, whatever they are. They're little dogs because the wife took sick and she ended up in the hospital. The husband's mom was in the hospital in California, and so he had to travel all the way to California, and he couldn't get back in time to take care of the dogs. Wife was going to work, and then she came back and got put in the hospital because she was having issues, medical issues, and they thought it was an emergency, but she turned out she's fine. She's fine. They're both fine. They're both home. They both made it home. And so that's the good news. Everybody's fine. Everybody's hunky-dory. Uh, you know. and I got to puppy sit for there was like a day here, most of a day on one day, and then half a day on another day, and it's fine. Their brother-in-law came in, and I thought it was funny. Now, if you know anything about Chihuahuas, you know that they can be temperamental, okay? As with any dog. Well, these two are no exception. The little female dog is the cuddle pup, and the little male dog, I think, is bipolar. Because he has his good days and his bad days like anybody else, okay? And I can handle him in either mode he's in, which I think is why they like me. I can handle their dog, and I don't get bit. Their brother-in-law has come in to live with them, and he popped in and out, and I think he was kind of grumping, because I was there, and he's just not super duper friendly. He's like, I don't see why you have to be here type attitude. And the one day, the dogs were in a good mood, and so I had him outside playing. The male temperamental bipolar dog was outside. He wanted to play. He had his ball, and he wanted to play, right? So, of course, you want to play, I'll oblige you and throw the ball. I can throw a ball pretty good for a dog, So I had fun sitting there playing with the dog. Playing, I'd throw the dog dog toy, and he'd bring it back eventually. So it worked out, and the brother-in-law showed up, and he came, and he's like, "You're playing with a dog?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He wanted to play ball, so I'm playing ball. And he's like, "How are you?" I mean, this dog was all up in my face playing with me, and what? He's like, "You better not get too close to that dog. He's gonna." I'm not. No, he won't. I know his attitude. Right now, he's playful. Now he can turn Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in a heartbeat, but right at that moment, he was playful. And so he was like, "No wonder they like you," and walked off, kind of stormed off. He's like, "Oh, no wonder they like you. You can put up with their temperamental dog." I'm like, if you bother to spend some time with the dog, he might get to like you too. And then I thought, no, not too many people are gonna like Mr. Grumpy there, but and he's like, I'm not much of a dog person. I'm like, yeah, they can tell that. Dogs can tell if you like them or not, if you're dog people, okay? I'm just, they can tell. They really can tell if you're dog people, if you like them or not, if you're gonna put up with their stuff. And this little dog knows that I know I'm not gonna put up with it. And he's like, "Oh, you again, Setter? Okay. We'll try this." I'm like, No, you won't. Get outside and go potty." "Oh, yes, ma'am. You're gonna be the strict pet setter." "Okay." You know, he's just a weird little dog. And the little female, she's just as sweet as can be. And she's like, "I don't care what you do, just love me. I'll get in your face and you can't miss me." And it's like, yeah, okay, little girl, I get you. You just want cuddles and your brother's a pain. But okay. They trust me enough to leave in their house and take care of their dog and whatnot. I left Mojo over here because he hadn't met the Chiweenies yet. I don't want to take him over there. I don't think it's really right. If you're pet sitting someone else's dogs, you don't take your pup with you. Because, with that temperamental little dog, he could throw a little hissy fit. And I don't want anyone getting hurt. And Mojo is bigger than them. Chiweenies, Blue Heeler, the Chihuahuas wouldn't stand a chance. So, yeah, even though he's friendly as anything, I'm still not going to risk their safety. So I leave him over here and, don't worry, Quincy pops in and checks on him. He's, that one day I left him outside and it was a nice day and I left him out with a bowl of water and, I had to watch the camera on the house and I turned it where I could see the yard and Mojo was out there playing. I'm like, yeah, he's hunky-dory. He's having a blast. But, yeah, and so they also own a pizzeria over there in a nearby town, and so they have invited me and hubby if he gets home in time. If he not, I'll have to go and take it back home with me. But they want me to come eat with them tonight, so that's what I got plans for my supper tonight. It's gonna be wings and pizza. Yum. Oh, they make some good garlic parmesan wings. So, what events? Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Let's see. I told you about the new car, told you about the Rainbow Bright picture. DP plans. Okay, let's get back to DP plans. Now, like I said, I'm going to be working on this till the middle of April. After that, there's a couple of diamond painting groups that I'm interested in looking at. I don't know if I'm going to participate or not, but one is that I really like the name of it is DP Stash Down 2024, which you just work from your stash, which is completely fine with me since Quincy put me on a no-buy. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna look. I have to look up into the rules and see what all is required and what not. But that one looks interesting. There's also another one about DP Bingo. Again, I gotta look that up and see what it's all about. And there's another one about My Mental Health Matters 2024. Okay. Now, I'm not going to preach to the choir too much, but yes, mental health does matter to me. And so I do kind of take that, kind of seriously because I do suffer from mental issues here and there. And I just want to want to make people aware of it like anyone else. And yeah, so I thought, hey, if that would, again, I got to look up the rules and see what all is about that. But yeah, that's what I plan on kind of doing. I got to work for my stash. I told Quincy I was going to go on a no-buy, and I mean it. I've got to. I've got to for our budget, for my car, for everything else. So I've got to. So yeah, these 3 pictures I got over here, I'm going to have to. It's no problem hiding because I have a huge stash. You'll never notice 3 more pictures. But yeah, I'm going to have to put myself on a no-buy. I am. So, what are you working on? What have you purchased? Are you on a no-buy? Are you trying to not to buy anything? Are you trying to save up for anything? Are you trying to pay any bills? I mean, we're all paying bills. Come on, don't get me wrong. We're all, having to pay some bills here and there. Unfortunately, who is gearing up for this? What is it? A lunar eclipse or a total eclipse that I heard on the 8th of April? 8th or 9th of April. Watch me miss it, y'all. Not like I, you don't need to be looking up there at the sun and watching the solar eclipse. It's bad for your eyes. My eyes are already bad enough. I don't need to make them worse. I need to make me another eye appointment because I think I have another floater in my other good eye, which is going to suck. But it is what it is. They knew that was the risk when I did my cataract surgery. But man, doesn't seem like it's been that long, and I think I'm going to have to go back into regular glasses, not just reading glasses. But we'll see. Take a swig of soda, people. Okay, back over to this edge and get little teas. So I think that is, let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, told you about my no-buy, told you about Farmer's Market. Yeah, that's all my notes. I don't think I had anything else on there. No, that's the colors I changed for the other picture. Okay. So yeah, that's all I had on my notes today. Can anybody else think of anything they want to chat about before we go? How's the weather? Are you going to be planting a garden? What are you doing for Easter? We'll close this with Easter plans, okay? Now, I'm not... Right at the moment, we are in between churches, and Quincy's crazy hours kind of prohibit him from going to church because he's asleep during morning services and is back at work before the evening services. So it's very hard, and Wednesday he's at work anyway during those hours, so it's very hard for him to go to church right now. It's very hard on me because here lately until recently. I haven't had another car because my car broke down, and I know that's no excuse. And you're right, I could have called someone, I could have had the bus come get me, but it is what it is. I don't like going to church alone. Especially when I have to church shop and try to find another one for us to go to. And so I've just been listening to the ones online. So that's what I've been doing. And, but tomorrow, or Sunday is Easter. And I don't know if I'll try to find one. I may just probably wait until after Easter, but I'll probably listen in on someone because Quincy's hours are nuts. He's hoping in a couple weeks when they hire people that his hours will go back to a normal routine and he can get off and go have his days off for Sunday and Wednesday, and he can go. We can start going back to church and look for a church because we both miss it. We just don't want to be tied up at the church. And what I mean by tied up is we got overworked and overstressed, and so the pastor is putting just too much pressure on us, and we got a new computer. I couldn't figure it out. Quincy was working, so he couldn't really figure it out. Yeah. And so it clustered everything up. And then, a few other people made rude comments, and my attitude flared up, and I'm like, yep, you handle it. Not my problem no more. So, yeah, it's issues. It's just issues that I shouldn't have let get to me, but I did. Oh well, everyone's only human, right? So yeah, I'm church shopping again. We want to go and be able to enjoy the service, enjoy the sermon, learn a little bit, fellowship a little bit, but not be leaders. We do not want to really claim membership. We don't really want to lead and be deacons and teachers and run the computers and the sound system and this, that, and the other. We do just no. Be on the board and no, we're good. We just want to be there and learn and fellowship that way, and life goes on. Back Row Baptist, people. Back Row Baptist. That's exactly right. Back Row Baptist. Just want to be there. We've seen how churches run, and I'm not impressed. Really not too impressed with what's going on at that other church we were at. So, yeah, I'm not going to gripe too much about it anymore. But celebrate Easter. There is a reason. It's not about the Easter bunny, people. It's about the lamb. And I'm not going to preach to you too much because you probably won't like it. But, get right with God if you're not. If you are, great. If not, get there. Because life is so unpredictable. You never know when tomorrow may be your last day. And so many people have near-death experiences, and then they just come out of it, and they're like, okay, don't you think that was God trying to get your attention? I think so. Pretty sure it was God trying to get your attention, to do something, to change your life, to do something for the better. But anyway, I'm not going to stress about it too much. You guys do what you want to do. It's in your hands. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and start doing these unboxings. I will catch you in the next one. And if you happen to celebrate Easter, happy Easter. If you don't, go paint an Easter egg for me or something, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.